The speech title is Never Too Late, Never Too Early. Sapna, never too late, never too early. All the best.
Mom, I'm finally going to Hampi. Wow. See, I told you you can do whatever you want once you get married. See, it's happening. Yeah, Mom, I'm going to Hampi. It's such a great place. Where is it really? What's good there? Well, it's in Karnataka and it's a UNESCO heritage site. Great, good for you and Sajid. So take care of yourself. Send us a lot of pictures. Sure, Mom. But I'm not going with Sajid actually. I'm going with my friends. What? We said you can do anything. Go out with your husband. Be safe. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the day, and dear guests. My mom's idea of having fun or going out and being safe was not exactly the same as I had. She was expecting me to do the conventional, the normal, whatever is as acceptable as possible according to the society. Well, it might not sound like a big deal for all of you, but for me, for somebody who comes from a very small town in Kerala, from a Muslim family, all of this really was bizarre. To get married, go out with friends, leave your husband working at home, cooking for himself, that really didn't seem right. So honestly speaking, for me as well, maybe a couple of years earlier, I would have been guilty to do the same. I would still think that I was doing something wrong. And honestly, if it weren't for Sajid, I don't think I would have gone for that trip. The only thing he urges for me to think are 3 questions. 1, what you're doing, is it good for you? 2, are you doing something wrong? And 3, does it really have to wait for later, or can you do it now? So these 3 questions is what I asked myself even when planning a trip to go to Hampi. So for me, it was a big challenge to really be able to do that with so many people questioning what I'm doing as a wife. So, well, I went to Hampi, had a lot of fun. For those who are here in Toastmasters HTM, you must have seen a picture of mine from Hampi where I'm standing on a boulder twice as my size, and I'm standing with the policeman's stance. I was really proud that day. I was really proud of myself. But the truth is, that was not the accomplishment for me. As cliche as it might sound, that was just the beginning. When I got back, I realized that I enjoyed climbing so much, I went online, researched, and I found something that was really interesting for me. So today, if you find me, every morning you will see me at 6:30 in the morning, riding my small scooter in the chilly mornings to one of the only climbing gyms in Hyderabad. And for those who know me closely, I love sleeping. I hate waking up in the morning. I am never fit. I have never been fit in my life. I've always wanted to. I always bought new shoes so that would make me want to go for a walk. I have downloaded so many apps which just remind me that it's been 20 days since you worked out, Sapna. And I've never had food properly, never had a healthy lifestyle. I always had the excuse that I'm a teacher, I don't have time to cook or eat. And skipping a meal was never a big deal. I've gone days on just 1 meal a day, and I thought that was okay. And doing all of this just to be where I like to be and what I want to do was a big deal. I always realized that when I told myself that I didn't want to go to that trip, I didn't want to do that, I had reasons for that. My reasons were I had not enough money, I never had enough leaves, I don't have the time for this right now, it can wait for some other day. And my parents wouldn't approve, so why bother? But I realized these are actually not reasons, these are excuses. In fact, in all of those days, if I really had all these resources, I'm sure I still wouldn't have done it. So for me, the challenge was first to really realize whether these are excuses or reasons. And finally, when you get to that point, when you know and ask yourself, is this really valid? And then you break what you think and you go for it. Well, that's when you realize that half of your life, we've been not doing things that you would want to do. So after Hampi, these changes in my life, I realized it's not that difficult to really do what you want to do. In fact, getting here to speak today was a challenge for me. I have blisters on my body is sore. I arrived late today because I was spending the last 4 days in a small tiny village in Maharashtra called Vai. That's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Camping next to a lake with mountains as view, just stars above your head. That was amazing. And coming back to the city through the traffic with the delayed bus, it was not fun, but I knew Toastmasters is something that I really loved and I really wanted to do the speech. So I got myself here with so many challenges. All I really had to ask were these 3 questions. Did I really have to do this now? Will this make me a better person? And am I doing something wrong? So when we next want to do something or we realize we're delaying something, try and ask yourself these 3 questions. What is the first question?
Is it good for you?
Is it good for you? Second question?
Are you doing something bad?
Am I doing something wrong? Third question? Can it wait or should I do this right now? Try asking these questions and let's see if this will make our life any better. So I believe nothing is never too late, nor is it too early to do something.